Hello and welcome to How Not to Play, the channel in which I play video games badly. Today we are continuing our platinum playthrough of Final Fantasy XVI, including all main quests, side quests, and trophies. So without further ado, let's get into the gameplay. So having beaten the game, we are now able to do a New Game Plus off of our title screen, which we will not be doing quite yet. New Game Plus allows you to start a new game, obviously, with all of the items and everything that you have from your first playthrough. And you now have the Final Fantasy gameplay mode available for New Game Plus, which is why you cannot platinum this game in one run through, because one of the trophies is to complete the game in Final Fantasy mode, which is only available in New Game Plus. Final Fantasy mode offers the following: increased enemy strength, increased player level cap. I don't think we hit the player level cap, but now we can go up to 100. New gear and items, probably more stronger and more HP since we've got increased enemy strength, and some mode exclusive content, which we will probably see eventually. But not yet, not quite yet, because we have some trophies to go over. So in Final Fantasy XVI, there are a total of 50 trophies, not including any that might come through a DLC later on. And only one of them is technically missable, but only if you sell off crafting materials, so don't. There's really not any reason to sell anything anyway. There also is one achievement that's only available in New Game Plus, and there's plenty of opportunity after the main storyline to clean up any optional content there in the post game. And if you're not an action genre buff, don't worry about it. Final Fantasy XVI does offer an in-game mechanic in the form of ring accessories that you can equip, that you have from the beginning of the game, that assist with all of the different evasion and combat maneuvers. So these rings and the game's base difficulty settings don't affect anything as far as achievement progress, so there is absolutely no reason to stress over your initial playthrough. Just go in, have fun, and enjoy the story. Once you have completed the main storyline, then you can go back into the post-game to complete any side quests, collectibles, or anything like that that you may have missed, and then proceed into the New Game Plus and get that final achievement for your platinum. So this video specifically is going to be an achievement primer, basically going over all of the different achievement categories and individual requirements. I'm not going to be doing any full strategies for these achievements. Those will be covered in detail in later videos, because I don't want this one to be like a 2-hour video that you have to sift through to find the one that you're looking for. We'll go over those later, but I'm going to go ahead and do the groupings here, so that you know what to expect going into the game, what the trophies are, and so that you can proceed to complete them on your own. Warning, there will be spoilers ahead. If you have not yet played the game or watched my playthroughs of the game, my suggestion is to do that first and then come back to this video. There's a reason it's this late in the series, specifically after the entire playthrough has been done. So go do that. Don't worry about me. I can wait. Just pause the video, go play your game, come back to me when you're ready. So there are 50 total trophies, like I said. In my initial playthrough, I got 37 of them without even really trying. So that's kind of a a gauge, I guess, as to how difficult this is. Not really. So our first group of trophies that we're going to go over are all story-related trophies and are completely impossible to miss unless you just stop playing the game altogether, in which case you probably don't care about this video either. So these trophies would be Awoken for finishing the opening flashback, With Great Power after taking the power of Garuda, Acceptance after learning Ifrit's true identity, Lawless after destroying Drake's head, Legacy after destroying Drake's breath, Twilight Rose after defeating Hugo in Rosaria, From Stone to Sand after defeating Titan at Drake's Fang, Twin Flames after defeating Bahamut at Drake's Tail, The Promise after obtaining the power of Shiva, A Vessel Complete after defeating Odin, Ashes to Ashes after defeating Ultima at Drake's Spine, and finally Falling Star after completing the entire main storyline. So yeah, those are completely impossible to miss, so you will end your run with at least those trophies, if nothing else. Also, somewhat related to these are the trophies that are better left to New Game Plus. So these are going to be some of the trophies that will be the last ones that you achieve, including the Chronicler, which is the Platinum Trophy for achieving all the other trophies, a Fantasy Finally for completing the New Game Plus difficulty, or Final Fantasy difficulty as they call it. It's over 50,000 for doing more than 50,000 damage during a single stagger. It is possible to get this in the late game of your first playthrough, but it's not something you need to try for. During the New Game Plus, you will most likely get this just by itself, so don't even worry about that. Along with Yes Icon for mastering all of a single icon's feats or abilities. Like I said, you can get that one in the late game of your first playthrough, but there's no reason to go for it. Unlike Master Class, which is to master all feats and abilities. This one is going to require a lot of AP grinding, so chances are you'll complete the New Game Plus before you complete Master Class. Just don't even worry about it, play the game, enjoy it, and then grind this one up at the end. Our second group of trophies is going to focus on the game's core mechanics and controls. Also known as remembering exactly what all these different button combinations are and executing them flawlessly. A lot of these, if you have equipped the Ring of Timely Strikes, you should be able to get a lot of them just naturally over the course of the game, because the game will automatically fill in appropriate and timely strikes and combos, so you don't really have to worry about memorizing all the button combinations. But if you are an actual gamer, unlike me, then you can do these at your will. But if you're a noob like me, just put on the Ring of Timely Strikes, mash square, and you'll probably find your way hitting most of these as the game progresses. That would be Punisher for performing 10 punish strikes on an enemy that you have knocked down, a Fine Hound for landing 5 Precision 6 with Torgal. Along with Torgal, there's also the trophy You Can Pet the Dog. In case you weren't aware, you can pet the dog. And doing so 5 times will get you this achievement. You're Not the Boss of Me for defeating a boss without taking any damage, also known as mastering the evade mechanics. Made to be broken by defeating 20 enemies while semi-primed or in limit break status. And just for shits and giggles, it's over 50,000. Can go in this section too, just because if you are executing your abilities during staggers with precision, you can do over 50k, like I said, towards the late game during a single stagger, and that counts as mastering a game mechanic as well. So we'll go ahead and put that one in here. The rest of this section focuses on mastering the icon abilities. So each icon has 2 trophies associated with it for mastering the abilities of that icon. Phoenix has Shift for landing 15 shift strikes or shots. Once again, very simple to do. If you're just meshing square, you'll probably get a good number of these. Packing Heat, land 2 heat wave counters in a single battle, which does require some timing to do, but we'll go over these in a later video exactly how to get all of these. For Garuda, there is Fatal Attraction for defeating 5 enemies in mid-air after using Deadly Embrace. Never Coming Down, likewise, landing a Gouge, a Wicked Wheel, and a Rook's Gambit, all 3 in mid-air before landing. For Ramu, the achievements I Am the Thunder for shooting 50 lightning balls with Blind Justice, and Rod to Redemption, luring an enemy into striking 3 lightning rods in a single encounter. Titan has the trophies Untouchable for stopping 10 attacks with a Titanic block, and Beat Rocking Blocks for landing the 3rd punch of a Titanic counter twice in the same fight. For Bahamut, 100 MFPS, landing 100 total hits with a level 2 or higher Mega Flare. And Such Dodge So Mega, executing 3 precision dodges while charging a single Mega Flare. Shiva has the O Snap trophy for inflicting permafrost on 10 enemies by using a perfect dodge with Cold Snap. And Cold Blooded for simultaneously defeating 3 or more enemies that have been frozen using Frostbite, Permafrost, or Diamond Dust. And finally, Odin uses the trophies Every Damn Sinew for landing a level 2 or higher Zantetsuken 5 times, and Fistful of Steel for executing 3 steel counters in a single battle. And like I said, we will go over all of those in a future video, detailing exactly how to get each one of these, because some of them do require a little bit of finesse to get. But we'll go over that later. Like I said, this one is just going to be a kind of primer video to see which achievements there are and what the requirements are to get them. And what is an RPG without side quests? Yeah, you can just run through the main quest, get to the end of the story, and call yourself done, but are you really done if you have it 100%ed? And the answer to that is no, because you are watching this video on how to get the Platinum Trophy. So let's go into the side quest trophies, because while you're off trying to save the world, every man, woman, and child suddenly needs your help because for some reason only you can help get their cat out of a tree or buy a loaf of bread at the market for them. But at least they're willing to pay you for your time, usually, and we can get these nice trophies out of the deal. The first one is When You Ride Alone. This achievement is for riding Ambrosia for the first time, after you have unlocked her through her side quest, with 2 Ds for fully upgrading your consumables. That's both potency and inventory. And they opened up my mind for collecting 6 signboards. These signboards are the ultimate reward for completing these side quest chains that are in the game. So once you've completed the game, they give you their signboard because apparently they are all running out of business. I don't know. I still don't know why. Think Mark for defeating 10 notorious marks. The hunt board, technically side quests. And there's also Hunter Hunted for clearing the hunt board entirely, for defeating all of the marks. And while you're out there hunting marks, doing side quests, you will eventually get the achievement Here Be Rosfields for visiting every area of the map. And our last achievement for this category is going to be Trial Run for completing a chronolith trial. I only attempted 1 during the playthrough, and I don't think it made it into the video because I failed it miserably. So I figured we'll just save all of those until the post game, so look for those in an upcoming video. Our next group of achievements, and this is our last group of achievements, is all focused around the Hideaway and the different people in the Hideaway, and generally require very little effort aside from just doing some side quests and things that you would normally be doing anyway, like Dressed to the Fives for crafting or upgrading 5 pieces of gear. Also in this category we have Half Past Twilight for crafting Gotterdammerung, which is the ultimate weapon, I suppose, of your initial playthrough. In New Game Plus, you'll be crafting even better weapons, but I mean, that's New Game Plus. The Pen is Mightier for opening up 10 letters at the reading table. I don't think you have to do much side questing in order to get that, but I mean, if you're doing side questing anyway, they're going to be there. The More You Know for upgrading Harpocrates to level 5. Careful Whisper for obtaining all of the patron items. Eureka for spending 36,000 gil at the Tub and Crown inside the Hideaway. And finally, For the Horde, obtaining all curiosities available in Clive's bedchamber. So that is the brief overview of all of the trophies and achievements available in Final Fantasy XVI. If you follow the channel, I will be doing group-specific videos. So, not really the first group, because the initial playthrough was the first group. But we'll be doing actual achievement mechanic videos for each group. How to do, for example, Packing Heat, the Phoenix mechanic. Or, you know, Eureka, how to spend gil at the Tub and Crown. Stuff that, you know, just going through all these achievement groups, how to go through them all, how to get them. Look for that coming up. Like, comment, and subscribe for all this great content. I would actually be interested in knowing what your favorite achievement is, and what achievement you found was the hardest to do, and maybe how you were able to do it in the comments below. And thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel for more installments, which you can see in the playlist linked here on the left, along with some of the additional content that I do on this channel. Thank you for your support, and I'll see you in the next video.